we've only had like, what, four
Yeah.
games in Dangerous Grass?
We've had the least games on Dangerous Grass, but it actually is a very, very good map for Aurora Gaming. It's always great for a team that wants to go for the snowballs, want to just set up and, again, look to get quick tempo in the game. All right, Falcon actually, whoa. They go straight for the Fanny and the Lancelot ban. The Claude is already up for grabs. Aurora are not going to ban it out. They're actually banning out the Mathilda alongside the Baksha and the Akai. Something we were thinking about, you know, it's either banned out or Aurora are just going to try to play that fast tempo to negate the utility jungle and the Mathilda pick. I think this should just be a Claude first pick.
Yep, agreed.
Falcons is 100% win rate on blue side, by the way. So up until this point, still 100% win rate blue side. The respect bans are very apparent. I'm sure we'll see that continued on for the rest of the series. Now, I'm wondering, though, because at least for Tienzi here, he's one of the junglers that has a ton of heroes he can bring. Whoa, there's a Grok first pick, though, for blue side.
There's another thing I'm thinking of. Aurora could pick Claude Eve, and that kind of disrupt their draft because Claude can deal with the mid, and then the Eve can deal with any, you know, utility junglers like the Fredrin, which they have let open.
Yeah. Thing is, though, with the Baksha and the Akai ban, I think Aurora are thinking of, like, just forcing Falcon on Assassin pick, forcing them to play a completely different style, because even if they go for the utility jungle, something that has been 100% banned away from Rosa this tournament has been the Selena. So that's something that they can leave open if they don't go for the Eve instantly here. But I do think Claude will probably show up. I don't know if they want to go Sora, because the Valentina can still come through on the other side.
Yeah.
So that's a decision for Aurora to make. Gagel what is it going to be?
I kind of feel like Eve is a good pick, but right now we got to look at the top here. Oh, Hilda. So honestly, it kind of forces them to use the Fredrin, but either way, I want to talk about which team will get first blood here. 587 in chat says that Aurora will get this one, and 90 of you guys are saying Falcon. So in case you guys didn't notice, yes, we got the fandom war up top for you guys to see real time on how it's been progressing.
Yeah, I think it's fair that they think Aurora are going to get first blood, man. Aurora have been the faster team with assassins, with lane dominance. Falcons have been an objective team. So if that was first turtle, I think it would go to Falcons.
Yeah, maybe for game 2 we can get that question. Which team's going to get the first turtle? And then it goes over to Team Falcons. But right now, draft-wise, they'll pick up a Jushin and the carry. They pick up 2 quality heroes that are doing... It's interesting because the carry is default pick against the Claude. Not favorable in terms of the stats. Claude's still winning and still the favored one. But also the Eve, like you guys mentioned earlier as well, will be picked up here now by Aurora. So that first phase on both sides, if you look at it, it's like, all right, we got our gold laners, our roams, and our mids all locked in on both sides. They almost serve the same purpose too. Vision provided from both roamers, set potential more so from the Grok, but a lot of utility as well for the 2 mages on both sides.
For me, the thing that I like and don't like, I like Aurora draft here because not only do they get very strong heroes, because both Eve as well as Claude have the highest win rate so far, and the second one, and I would say more pressing, is that the heroes of Aurora kind of counters whatever Team Falcons want to do. If you want to go for assassins, you got the Hilda. If you want to go for tanks, you got the Eve. This is going to be pretty difficult here. But now we're looking at a player card here, chasing knockouts. Their 3rd straight M series together for Sanji, Sano, Troll, and a Cuffin. It's just finding the run that takes them into the knockout stage. Well, we got to see how the draft turns out, because for now, I'm really leaning towards Aurora.
Yeah, I agree. I share the same sentiment here. Aurora Gaming have done a really, really good job. The fact that, again, we were talking about the Eve pick coming through, but the decision to actually put it red 3 to see if the Jushin gets picked by Falcon, or if Falcon try to snatch away the Eve, is really, really good. Because again, if Falcon snatched away the Eve, the Cloud would already be an answer with a Hilda. So they were trying to force them to make that mistake. Instead, they go Jushin, so it's lane dominance now for Rosa in the mid lane, who hasn't really had the best of games, like you said, but now against a utility jungle team, it's going to actually be... Never mind. I thought they were just going to lean into the Fredrin pick so that they can open up for Rosa and Sigiboom. Turns out, yeah, it's back to the plan that we were assuming from the start. Force Falcon on Assassin.
That's why I like it, man. I was wondering if the team would just go that route, you know, cover your bases in terms of the utility jungle picks and the Matilda, which caused a lot of teams that went against Team Falcons some trouble, right? So fitting that Matilda was Team Falcons' go-to pick in the roam. But so now that is interesting because, yeah, it's like, what is Boya going to play in the jungle? He's literally being challenged against Tienzi, who, like I said, his hero pool goes quite extensive, like in comparison to a lot of the junglers out there. And There's still plenty of picks for him to go. Even a Guinevere, for example, that we've seen him play before. We've seen him
Joy,
pick,
Nolan,
Leomord. So they'll
yeah.
go for the Phoveus ban here to keep those XP lane options left there. And so that's what I'm wondering. What kind of jungler are we going to expect to see? Do we just see the XP lane pop up here and then they save that last pick for TNZ?
Falcon looks like they're setting up for an Arlet pick for some reason.
Arlet is a good option, but I think also the Joy is something that can still show up, right, for Falcon, banning out the Phobia. So you get both. You set up for an Arlet, you set up for a Joy, you set up for...
Because I feel like they need just a little bit more damage, at least in the early and mid. And I feel like Arlet can definitely do that.
What about Lapu?
Yeah, the thing is you need a combo with it. Right now it's just the Juice in, and technically, okay, you have the Grok as well to set it up. If they want to go Arlet, it's Guinevere Arlet. If they don't, then I think the Joy comes through, although it is going to be very, very tough with a lot more displacements now that the Sora has been picked up by Aurora Gaming.
I was
Go
saying
Leomord.
What if they go Valentina XP? Because the Sora is
Sora,
there, right?
yeah,
Not bad.
makes sense, makes sense. It actually is
You can even take RWM.
Yeah.
a very, very good pick. But I think for the most part, especially if you go Valentina XP, you're going to be building tank,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're going to get much more value just stealing away Sora. But what's
Plus
the
they get
last
the
pick going to
Leomord.
be for Aurora? Is this... It really just looks like it's a setup for Joy,
no,
right?
Joy?
Like, it has to be an assassin.
I feel like
here.
Yusin Shin is also possible.
Okay, there's a Lapu.
Less likely now that there's a Lapu and a Leomord, but yes, it is possible. Yeah, the Traceless is a good tool to have. We saw how Skies was able to outplay the Lapu Lapu of Sanford on a Yusin Chin with Traceless.
Yeah. 'Cause right now it's just Joy, Nolan, Yusin Shin.
I almost think Nolan would. I think Nolan might be better here, just because, again, you can rely on information with the Hilda and then Sora tanky enough. But they're
Whoa!
Hey,
Oh my
this is what
lord!
Wow.
This is what I was saying about TNZ, man. You just
Okay.
You can name some heroes, but you just never know with TNZ.
I feel like, okay, guys, what's the idea? Kill Cuffin? Hey, we're good.
Yeah.
Right? Because once Cuffin's done, most of their damage is out. But we do have to see how Boya does with this Leomord, because in Alter Ego, even though the Kitty was not there, the Leomord did quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, I don't know how this pick is going to work, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Because
We never
Cuffin
see
isn't
it.
on a damage dealer. He's
Yeah,
on
true.
a Juice in. They've taken away the utility jungle. I think if this was the whole plan, the pressure should have been left open. They should have put Cuffin onto like a...
Or do the SRG and just gang Sano over and over again.
I guess that works too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the first game of the day. Falcon against Aurora Gaming. This is the match to decide who goes to the knockout stage. Welcome to the Land of Dawn.
I just want to say,
Oh,
TNZ is just so anti-mainstream, bro.
Yeah.
Back in M4, when everybody was playing the
Yep.
meta picks, he would go Leomord.
Yep.
Now that the Leomord gets picked up, it's like,
Now it's cool.
it's cool back then, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick up the Harley. Even in MSC, everybody was going Roger Jungle, all that. He's like, give me that Amon, bro.
The funny thing is, multiple teams that have faced up against Aurora now take the Leomord from TNZ. They're like, all right, we got your pick, you know,
Yeah,
because I feel like that's one of the picks that a lot of people familiarize themselves with Aurora from Turkey, and that is TNZ's Leomord. And you know, now that more people are picking up, he's just like, I gotta, it's
Yeah.
too, it's done. I gotta go somewhere else. How's the Harley actually? I mean, obviously his whole thing is to just go ahead and assassinate someone here, like.
Yeah.
And he's quite elusive, right? The way that he works. It's just, gosh, when was the last time we even saw a Harley in competitive?
Or
What
even
did it-
in rank.
Well, I mean,
I
depends
faced the
what rank
Harley
you're in.
when, I think it was wildcard days when we were playing. We were up against a Harley. It was pretty bad. But like,
Yeah. But everyone we fought against was
Yeah,
pretty
I
bad.
guess we're still climbing the ranks here, right?
We're kind of too good. Yeah, I feel like the Harley, it's either two, right? Either you want to counter jungle as much as possible,
Yeah.
and then gank either, right? Because the problem for us is that we don't know who can the Harley kill. Because if, say, at level 6, having half items, you can kill an EXP lane, then maybe that might be an avenue that they're looking for. I just don't know of all the members of Falcons here, you know, having the Grog, Jushin, Carry, Leomord, and Lapu.
Like, who would he target?
Exactly.
I mean,
Like, if you can kill the Leomord early, then, hey, maybe Leomord's the target. We don't know.
I really think the idea right now for Aurora is to actually, well, obviously, if Falcon makes some big mistakes and it leads to turtle 1 for Aurora, then they're going to play that game.
Yeah.
But they're thinking Falcon are going to go for the neutral objective take, so they are going to go straight for Sano. Yeah, like you said, I think this is the idea right now. They just constantly gang into the gold lane, they get the Claude ahead, and they make this carry who's already in a tough matchup. I'll call it that, by the way, because on paper it's not supposed to be a tough matchup. It's supposed to be carry winning it. But if you look at the stats, it's been horrible for the carry.
Yeah, because easy question, Harley comes to you, what are you going to do? Right?
Spin the light wheels, man.
Like, second skill, flicker, I feel like you're still going to be in range to die.
Yeah, you're still going to be cooked, right? You're going to have to burn a spell and you don't get anything.
If you use the flicker, you already lost.
Yep.
The only thing you can really do is just try to juke as many poker trick cards you can, man. Like,
but then the Claude just basic attacks you. So it's like, you're cooked, man. Just accept the fate. You know, you're going to have to lose a lot of minions.
That's what a lot of people
do the thing. But even if you do that, they get free turret up top. So...
Like, how many times have you, in your own games, where you've seen the Harley pop the deadly magic trick, and then you're just, like, people just stand still, because you can see the ticking, right? So they're just like, yeah, I'm dead. I think if you really want to, if you're Team Falcons here, it's number one, just not letting all that chaos get to you, because remember, it's dangerous grass, so the Hilda's going to be happy all over the map, which the sole purpose of that is also going to play into this Harley pick. Like, that information, being able to provide that information with utilizing the Hilda will allow things to be easier, I should say, for TNZ on how he wants to approach the objectives. But also on another thing to take note with the Sora, now after seeing the Savage from Innocent, right? It's like now I've seen some discussion online about which form is better, you know, and obviously that's one of the decisions you have to make. It's dependent on the situation in the game. But the amount of damage that this lineup can do early on is kind of crazy. Like, and it's kind of scary if you're thinking about, all right, objectives is what we want to focus on.
Yeah, I feel like for Falcons it's easy. Just win the mid fight, and then just stop Harley from farming, and then you win. You know, what's so hard about that? You know, you're going up against what do we have here? Hilda and Eve. You know, just don't lose against Hilda and Eve. Push them back. Maybe get a kill early, and then you're good.
Yeah. Very easy to say that, but on the Juicing against
super
Eve
simple.
and
Super
a Hilda,
simple.
super simple.
No, just keep dodging.
Just try harder.
Attack. Yeah, exactly.
Just try harder, man.
Yeah.
Just break the crystal, man. It ain't that hard, you know. Just win the M7 World Championship.
Like if you know Rosa pops the RWM, just don't get caught.
Facts.
Just don't get caught.
Just run, Lamau.
Yeah.
Just deal more damage.
Exactly. Like, it's not that hard if you really think about it.
If your flicker's down, well, that's on you.
Yeah, that's on you. Why did you use the flicker to
Cool down harder.
Yeah.
Cool down.
So again, right? Like, even if we ask those questions, like, why'd you flicker? Harley, dude. It's
Harley,
it's gonna be
Harley.
tough to you know, have those battle spells up when there's a Harley constantly blocking your battle spells.
Hey, pull yourself together, man.
Oh man, yeah, everybody really thinks Aurora. I mean, with this composition, it makes sense that they will get first blood.
I mean, having Claude, Hilda, and Eve, all just by that, I'm like, I'm pretty convinced.
Yeah, and then the Harley comes in, and you're like, oh, okay, that's first blood. It's either Harley gets first blooded or he gets first blood, right?
I actually legit think it's gonna be mid who gets first blood.
Mid?
Yeah, because I feel like even the Grok and Hilda, if you try to target them, it will take too long.
Okay.
Right, so I feel like if anyone's gonna die first, it should be a mid laner. And looking at the side lanes, unless they really mess up their laning phase, then they will die first.
It's almost an easy, like I would say, it's almost an easy pick off if you are Aurora Turkey right now. Like with this lineup for the first blood. But the problem with Harley is he is one of those heroes that, like, if you for some reason, let's just say he falls behind or he has some trouble, or the first blood is towards him and he gets late in the jungle, I feel like then it's a little bit more difficult to actually use this lineup, just because, again, you know, you're as much of an assassin as you basically can be in terms of magic in the jungle here. Here's our top 5 picked heroes, by the way, for the Swiss stages.
Yeah, the carry this doesn't make sense at all, man.
28%.
The reason I mean, like, the Gadakacha as well, by the way, it's just been horrible. And that's why you're seeing much more Kalea picks, even with the Gadakacha up. Is the thing right now is the Gata doesn't even counter that anymore. Usually it counters a lot of the pickup heroes. But what I'm most surprised with is the Cho, actually, right? Like the first of the carry and the Gadakacha, on paper it would make sense that they're meta. The Cho makes sense too. It's just, I didn't expect it to be this meta. I guess it's just a really good substitute to the Kalea that is always banned out.
Which, by the way, I think Kalia does have the highest win rate, but it just rarely do you pick it up.
Banned.
Yeah, so now the Power Tricks are back. Harley returns on the world stage after the Heroes M3 World Championship. That's your debut.
Oh, that was my debut.
Just-
That was your debut.
Just for context, to see how long it was. You were a baby back then.
I was, dude. I was literally baby. Not Bob.
Yeah, that's
baby.
me.
That.
By you.
Yes.
I remember watching M3 and
Yeah?
yeah, in my place and being like, huh, that'd be cool. Because I wasn't casting yet. So I'd be like, oh, it'd be cool to be a caster.
And then a year later, you casted the M4 World Championship.
yeah.
Dreams, dude.
I literally like put it out, yeah, on social media. I was, because that was back when it was like, you say whatever and then you put cutie at the end.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
During that time, you're top global gourd.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's pretty good.
The
It's
M4.
insane.
Dude, I tried to play him,
How's
by
he
the way.
doing it?
How's he doing it? I tried to play him, by the way.
Yeah.
He
What?
does not work in this meta.
I mean,
Ooh,
with Claude.
Claude?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just break the crystal, dude.
Yeah.
Just old, bro.
Dude, if Claude chases after you, dash away.
Yeah. What, you don't have dashes in your kit?
Come on, man.
He's got a board that he doesn't even use, by
Yeah,
the way.
dude,
So
that-
there's,
He has a board and then he cannot dash.
yeah, I would love to speak to the design person of that hero, Gord, my favorite of all time, and just be like, what was the logic?
He should get additional movement speed when you're on expanding rivers.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing. With that board, he should be able to pass through terrains, right?
He should be like Kimmy. He
Exactly.
should technically be able to, because he's, you know.
And honestly, it should be longer than Kimmy.
He just hovers like 5 centimeters off the ground.
Yeah. That's it.
That is one of the most
And then the walls is
useless
7
powers.
centimeters.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I have to walk around now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is what happens, by the way, guys, when there's
Yeah.
a tech pause. So
Yeah.
enjoy the English M7.
But I took my men, so
podcast.
I'm more
Yeah.
more behaved.
Nice. Yo, oh, never mind. We're back.
Shout outs to medicine. which they are studying.
They're studying.
They're
That
studying.
is true.
Hey,
Hey, all right. So it's Lunar with concussive. Okay, we're seeing much more concussive now for the XP Soras, right? All right, there you go. We're gonna see more of that. It's just Lutpi that didn't make it work, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, he has to win first for it to say make it work.
Yeah, they got to win.
Yeah.
I think,
Whoa.
all right. I was going to say, wonder what the other emblems that he was using here.
Well, you have to wonder just a little bit longer, but
There we go.
not that long.
Festival of Blood with
Okay.
Vitality, and then we have the lanes pretty normal here. I like the fact that there are no Master Assassins on both the gold laners here. I think Master Assassin is kind of overrated now. I was a
I
big
agree.
fan of Master Assassin, but currently it's really all about that team play and playing weak side to join your team for the most part, especially on Claude, right? You're double laning, so
Yeah.
this makes more sense.
Plus, it's easier for you to make into the TikTok highlights.
Yep.
If you just survive longer.
I'm sure that's the least on their.
I mean, you don't know. I mean, right? What if you interviewed us?
I
Like,
got to do this for the highlights.
yeah. Social media presence, man.
Yeah, living on the edge, dude.
Oh, Pago.
Man, this is going to be the first blood, it looks like already. Whoa, Pago flickers out, but he's got a lantern right above him. First blood to Boyet. TNZ joining the fight. Going to do some damage to Cuffin. Cuffin will flicker. He'll survive.
Oh,
A lot of flickers being used here, all before this first turtle.
Yeah, why you guys flicker?
Just
there's a Harley.
There's a
man.
Harley.
Yeah, good body block, by the way, there from Troll. The fact that he body blocked there actually saved Coffin. Could have been an easy kill for the Harley to trade it back, but now it's a win for Team Falcons, although it is Aurora who have control.
Ooh,
Lunar!
Lunar!
Go! Wow, he's got the damage! He'll take out Boyet. Lunar takes it in his own hands. Gonna do some damage to Troll too. Sanji will join this fight. Lunar now, can he actually get away? He's gonna get dragged
Flicker.
back with the lantern. He falls, and now it's just gonna be trading in the jungle. Pagu on the run, won't have enough to take out Troll, but man, Turtle secured, and TNC will go ahead and grab the purple as well.
Okay, Marco, maybe Lunar should have flickered.
Yeah.
It was there for quite a while.
But I think at that point, he was also like, I already did what I wanted to do. I'm going to keep my flicker for the next neutral objective, I guess. And also, it actually baited the rest of the team to go bot while TNZ went on
True.
purple. So, hey, it ended up being very, very worth it. And you were already talking about this, Lafal, right? It's either ganks or counter jungling. You have so much mobility when you're on the Harley, and TNZ is really making it work, despite not getting that early kill. That would have been so much better. Oh, big damage on Cuffin.
Cuffin's going to be surviving that. He's going to be fine. Still has to be a little careful because no flicker. But now, Deadly Magic fused with the poker tricks, and it's just not enough damage right now from TNZ.
Instant flicker, dude. Oh, Siggy Boom!
Oh, Siggy Boom. Popping the blaze and do it, but Sano's still okay under the turret.
I like that how we called all the plays
Yeah, we did.
during the pause, and now it just keeps on happening.
Yeah, I mean, white flicker, man. Harley, it's always the Harley. Even in the mid lane, right? We saw those flickers early. Yeah,
Oh,
Tenzi's really
interesting
gonna be a
build here.
menace. What? Which build is interesting? Oh,
Looks like TNC is going for the
Feather.
Feather Heaven first,
going straight for feather. I thought it was gonna be the genius one too. You're right.
or even the Lightning. But yeah,
I guess
maybe just build the components. We'll see how he turns this out.
I guess he was thinking, all right, you know, Falcons have been able to actually body block a lot. I'm just gonna go for more consistent damage so that it doesn't get body blocked as easily, and people will take more damage overall.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
if anything, people know how to build Harley now.
There you
I
go.
would say his auto attacks
There
are
you
a big
go.
component of the damage. Wow, the Deadly Magic paired up with all of that will take out Troll. Doesn't even, that's the thing. We've seen a lot of flickers not be used and used on the same time. Right for the second turtle though, they're gonna force out Sanji, Cuffin as well. Won't be able to do much, so this second objective will go into the hands of Aurora as TNZ secures it.
I gotta say, win or lose, it's annoying to deal with Aurora's draft, man.
Yes.
Dealing with the Claude, Harley, and the Hilda, it's different kind of annoying,
Oh.
and they're all annoying.
And look at that, dude. Maybe this is the best way to deal with a Leomord, because TNZ walked up, Boyet had to use Phantom Steed to respawn, and then TNZ's like, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
And he just backs away. So he's baiting flickers, he's baiting Phantom Steeds,
Yeah.
these big ultimates, and I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of the tech charges missing as well.
Honestly, Harley is like, how do I say this? A window shopper. You act interested, but not really.
Yeah.
Like you just show up and then he
Alt?
literally goes through space too.
Yeah.
His second skill space escape, so it's kind of annoying to deal with. They're gonna be dragging Pagu back. Pagu won't be able to escape. Wow, crowd control all thrown over Pagu because that's about all they can lock down right now.
I can sense a bit of frustration there.
Oh, for real, dude. They're like, you know what? Just go, man. Just kill them. We don't like them anymore. And
Just tech charge him.
the thing is, Pagu's like, it's okay. I enjoy that. Oh!
Oh, Troll again. No, that won't kill him. Again, TNZ goes in, but he did also just get the Feather of Heaven locked in, so obviously he's not going to land all those kills that he's looking for, but he's still a threat.
Yeah, going to be really, really
It's enough to
annoying
hurt
as
them.
well. Because the fact that they are doing so much right now, having so much pressure all around the map, actually gives more prio to everybody. Oh, man. Sano, okay, there you go. So if it's not Harley, it's Sora. Sano's just never going to have Flicker up.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate to deal with.
Oh, no.
TNZ, he can't 1v1 here, can he?
can.
Sanji always going to go for it.
can.
Oh! You don't want to 1v1 a Harley if you're on the Lapu Lapu.
It's either you Flicker or you die.
And he had a flicker.
Yeah, he had it. That's what I'm saying. Either you're seeing the flickers used
Oh,
or
no.
not. Oh, TNZ again in the mid lane. Popping the Deadly Magic, but no go there. Again, Turtle's up here, and right now Aurora Gaming in a good position to go ahead and take this one as well. Gonna be 3 for 3 on the Turtles. It just seems like Team Falcons doesn't want anything to do with this.
Yeah, Aurora, they're basically playing macro by just ganking over and over, you know, taking all the spells away and be like, you can't contest this, right? We're just going to get all this for free.
Yeah, and that's why we were talking about this matchup already. It's going to be so different. Team Falcons have been exploiting a lot of the teams in a best of one where they are not used to playing it slow. In a best of 3 Aurora Gaming, there is no pressure for them to actually play it safe. They can just go in, take more risk, and again, because they've actually adapted to the stage, you know, understood how to handle the pressure while playing on the M7 stage and here in the MPL Arena, this is what you get. Them just going all in. Starlium side second item, the glowing wand already on Rosa. So because Harley is such a threat right now, he's like, all right, usually I would go for more damage, but this time I can just... I'm surprised Sano didn't... Oh, he did have Flicker.
Yeah, he doesn't have it.
Now, I got to say, it almost feels over because 1,000 difference by the damage jungler as well as the gold lane.
Look at Pagu, dude. When he can do that much damage on Lapu, I don't know.
Yeah, this is a really difficult position to be in. And, you know, that's probably part of the entire plan from Aurora Gaming, too, is they get a tech charge used out from Troll. Is, you know that Claude, even though he's, like, the most winning gold lane right now and one of the top picks, he needs time to build up. Well, when your team's composition allows you to do everything that you need to in the mid to early game, no one's concerned about the Claude, and that's the problem because later on, they can do this. Forcing a fight under the tier 1, RWM is dropped. TNZ, it looks like, will just continue counter-jungling, and that's the thing, man. We're actually seeing Boyet now struggle because he's not on one of the utility heroes that we used to see him playing.
I gotta say, I feel like Coach Powybomb is looking at his draft and be like, yeah, maybe I made some mistakes. Maybe I need to shift it up. Because honestly, even without the heart, I feel like it is a very tough draft to go up against. And this Harley, something that I do have to point out is that the items are quite cheap. Where 1,000 difference between a Harley and the Leomord is one full item.
Yeah.
Like Harley has 2 full items, Leomord has 1 item and 1 component. That's how big the difference is when it comes to the prices of the items they want to build.
Yeah, and it's going to get even tougher as we get to the later game here because you saw earlier how Tienzi, while the fight was happening in the mid lane, Tienzi just completely zoned Sano from the mini wave in the bottom lane. And again, I'm surprised he didn't flicker, but Tienzi also didn't use the deadly magic yet, which is...
They're contesting the lore here, interesting.
Wow.
They need to commit onto something because if not, they just get poked away.
Oh, yeah, the beacon going to be used by Cuffin too, right? For Rosa. Lunar's going to jump in now. Tienzi looking for his opening, but a good tech charge patrol. But Sano secures the Lord. Fight still going through as Boyet falls, and Sano's going to be next. Trapped by the tech charge. A flicker forward from Tienzi. He's going to be unleashing on Sanji. Meanwhile, Troll trying to run from Lunar, and Tienzi will get the Mega. And now Troll on the run as Lunar chases him down to finish him off. Concussive blast and stops him from going with a recall. And they will pick up the wipeout. A massive team fight for Aurora Gaming.
I gotta say, I know it looks really bad. I know it looks like Team Falcons forced it, but there was nothing else they could do. It's either they suffocate through the pressure or they try to make something happen. And they decided to fight in the end, which is honestly a valiant effort. That was a valiant effort from them. They got the turtle, they got the Lord. They were able to zone Tienzi. It's just the fact that they used all their resources to get the Lord, to force that play.
Plus, if they end it quick, they're not super tired. Right?
Facts.
Because here's the thing. I feel like sometimes it's okay to give up. You know? Sometimes it's okay.
I will always hit refuse, LFL.
I will always hit refuse too.
I tell people, never give up sometimes.
So now we know LaFell's the guy who, as soon as he dies, he's like, opens up the setting.
He gets his jungle, loses his orange buff early.
I play many different games. Some games, they reward you for giving up. You know, so my perspective of life is cut your losses.
Actually, you know what? That's actually facts.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta cut your losses, you know?
Which one is more valuable to you, right? The win or your time?
Right now, it's getting this goddamn Harley off my screen. That's probably what Falcons is saying right now, because every time this guy just walks up, dude, it's so annoying, you know?
It is.
He's walking, chilling,
and
like
he's
that.
smiling.
Look at this guy!
Oh! That amount of damage!
Oh my God!
He should survive it!
Ow!
Okay, he does survive it.
If only Sano had it like a Thorn Rose or something.
Dude, if Sano had Flicker, he would have burnt it. It was on cooldown. I don't know, man.
See, that
do?
is a perfect representation of what Mirko was just talking about, though.
Yeah. Get this goddamn Harley off my
This
screen.
Harley out of here, man. By the way, you're going to see way more Harleys in game now.
Yeah.
No, man.
But wait, they got a Lord, 0 damage and negative 4,000 gold. That's
not good. No. That's not good stats. Neither is this fight in the jungle. They're going to go for it. Full initiation. Tienzi from the backside. He's going to go a little bit further as Cuffin falls. They're still fighting Troll. Caught off from the team. He goes down as well. It's a 2-for-2 trade, but Tienzi will have to get in check. But Siggy Boom this whole time has been untouched. He's going to work on the base turret here with Rosa as they look to get the mid base turret down. A couple shots left on that, but Falcons, they will go ahead and stand. The Phantom Sea is going to be used. Siggy Bum is now the cause of caution here for this lineup from Aurora Gaming.
Oh my lord, look at that, look at that, look at that. And he sieges really well. Feather of Heaven, that's the reason he's able to do that much in Starlium side 2. So crazy siege. And again, Sano just got the flicker up, and he was already forced to use it again in that skirmish.
You know what, gentlemen? If I was Mooncon, right? Watching M7, looking at his stats, I'm thinking to myself, maybe we should buff carry.
Oh my god, look at the bottom wave, man. That's going to get a free base turret.
Yep, Lord secured already. Lunar going to give the signal to go for the fight. Troll can't even withstand the damage coming through. As he falls, Lunar jumps back in, forcing Boyet on the retreat. And now Aurora Gaming, they've already got the Lord secured. They'll get ready to knock on these base turrets. Already sitting at less than half health across the board here, and that bottom one being gone. There's not much left for Team Falcons to defend this game one. They're gonna force it once again. Base turret up top goes down, and they jump on in. They have to go heal back up because they can't even fight or stay around where Aurora Gaming is.
It feels like fighting two Claudes, man.
Yeah.
Why the Harley?
But the thing is, like, he can instantly go back when the Claude has to, you know, just chill for a bit. Oh my lord, this is just disgusting. Aurora Gaming have found a pick that will scare a lot of people.
Oh, right now Lunar jumps in, able to get crowd control too. Sano's already gone. This could be the winning moment already for Aurora Gaming under the 14-minute mark. They're just gonna clean up house as they can before they go ahead and destroy the base. What a game one for Aurora Gaming.
Get this Harley off my screen! Is basically the game that Falcons was playing the entire time. Boom saying hello to the camera here. He's feeling good. Everyone on Aurora Gaming are feeling good, and that is going to be a big question coming into next game, especially if we get another dangerous grass selection on the map.
Mergo,
Falcon have to ban it.
give me that draft. I would feel good as well. I will be all smiles, and this just adds another fast game on the dangerous grass. Like, it's kind of feel like unrelated, but at the same time, though.
Yeah, it's actually...
it's pretty fast.
Yeah, it's way more related than you think because, again, it enables a lot of these picks, like the Hilda, to get so much more strength in the start of the game, especially when they snowball, and it allows teams to actually play that fast tempo. That's why when we saw the dangerous grass selection, I was instantly saying, oh man, this is going to be a very favorable map for Aurora Gaming over Team Falcons because, again, if we look at the track record of the best of ones, Falcons have relied on sending curveball towards their opponents, playing it super slow and playing it so methodical in a meta that we would think would be more chaotic, more brawly. And you can see from Aurora here in this game, it was just so chaotic. It was so awkward in a good way. Because Falcon, they didn't get to play their game at all. Heck, all the utilities were banned out. We saw 2 bans at the start with the Akai and the Baksha. We thought it was going to be the Fredrin left open because
Yeah,
they want to just keep on poking the Fredrin down, but it turns out, no, they won't even give you that. So now there's going to be so many questions for Falcons. Do they ban Harley? Do they pick Fredrin early? Do they what do they do?
Now, honestly, like, first things first, this is why I asked the question. Do you think we'll see first pick Claudes? Because something in my mind tells me that even after all the days of Swiss stage, some teams will be like, nah, we can fight it. We got carry.
Nah. Dude, I swear,
I don't know.
It's the Bruno Granger thing all over
No,
again.
I agree with you. I agree with you. It's just that knowing the teams, knowing the players, I'm pretty sure in their head they're like, we can do with it. It's not that big of a deal.
Unless you have a Freya player,
I was
stop
gonna say.
it. Get some help, man.
Freya, gold maybe, the carry is just not doing it. And as you saw when we got a glimpse of the graphic of the top 5 picks, what you have at 28%?
Now 27, I guess.
27
probably drop.
It could be 24. Because percentages.
not good.
Yep, percentages.
It definitely goes down
Yeah.
when you lose.
Facts.
Win rates, you know?
What is that?
Quick math.
I thought I feel like I'm the dumb one, no?
Why?
Why?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I was going to say, that's what I was looking. There you go.
Can we check out the MVP?
Nah.
It's gonna be TNZ, no?
Get this Harley off my screen.
Hey, you know what? If you enjoy rank, maybe play Brawl for a while.
Dude,
No?
yeah. You know what? You're probably going to see more Harleys in Brawl.
I
well,
know,
right.
you're going to see him in rank too, man.
And Classic.
Dude, Team Falcons, they saw a Harley in-game. They'll see a Harley in MVP. When they go to sleep tonight,
They're
they'll
gonna
see a
see
Harley.
Dude, they'll see a small kid with a cap.
It's going to be that walk, dude. That little walk
With the
trick.
blink.
Dude, after this, when training is over, it's like, what you guys want to do? Play cards? No cards
Please.
no more. No. All right, we gotta look at the MVP. Honestly, even if they want to play football, like no red cards.
Yeah.
Anyways, the MVP, of course, is going to be TNT 6-0-4, 909 GPM, which is actually quite high in today's standards. And yeah, go for the Feather of Heaven first, and then see what you feel like.
Yeah. Feather of Heaven, again, consistent damage instead of the Genius Wand. Again, I think if it was more of a snowbally game, Genius Wand would probably make a lot of sense as well. But hey, the Feather of Heaven works so well. And it built it up with the Starlium Sight and Nothing Lightning Truncheon next. Then you saw the Divine Glaive, and then it was a problem for Troll. But if you look at it all the way towards the start as well, it was already a problem for Troll, dude. He was getting bursted down like it was nothing. And here, the fact that they were able to bait the Phantom Steed early gave so much of an opening towards everybody else. Like, Lunar just got a solo kill for free, and Tienzi, he did this, and Sanji was like, I don't want to flicker, man. I'll just die.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like after the play that Innocent showed, I feel like all the Sora players will be like, you know what? Sometimes I can be selfish. Sometimes I can get the kills for myself and not set it up for my team.
Yeah.
Because what have they done for me? I'm an EXP. They leave me alone. They sometimes even take my crab.
In this game, the team did a lot.
Yeah.
Mainly the Harley, but then another kill down below for Lunar. And again, it was a forced fight for Team Falcons. If you look at it again, yes, it was awkward. Yes, it looked very, very bad for Falcons, because why are they taking fights when they're so far behind? But then you look at how Aurora have been able to control the game, and you think, there's no other way. It's either they get suffocated in their own base, let Aurora get all the objectives for free, or they force it out and try to look for the 50-50.
So
didn't work out.
That leaves me the question, like, then what would have been the way to approach this, right? Was it just completely shut down draft-wise to the point where
First pick Claude.
you know, first pick Claude, and then what? Even though Leomord, because like Boyet was, yeah, he got a couple kills, but he really wasn't able to do too much like space-wise around the map in his own jungle.
Yeah.
Honestly, like personally for me, first pick Claude, and then Fred Jushin.
Yep.
Would have been pretty good.
I think.
Retribution, yeah.
Or if the Eve has not been picked up, Eve. And then force them to pick up something like a Yuzong or something, you know?
That's why. It's like, when you pick up the Claude, you leave so much open. The thing is, again, here, they didn't pick up the Claude. Aurora got it, and that's why Aurora were able to set up for whatever mid laner for Rosa, Red 3. We were expecting the Claude with the Eve, but that was unnecessary, because with the Claude there already, it would be difficult for Falcons to pull off the Eve. So Aurora wanted Falcon to pick up the Eve so that they could just continue to dive, and imagine that. Imagine if Aurora had more dive in the mid lane, had a Harley and a Claude, and Cuffin was on Eve instead of Juicin. Like, he would have died more than twice, for sure.
For the younger kids, Claude is that guy.
Claude is him.
Claude
that
is
guy.
him.
Sicky boom.
Oh man, I don't know how I feel. Like, I wish the gold lane was just like we saw more variation. I know we have.
When the Claude's banned, we see a lot of variation.
yeah, when the Claude is banned. So maybe as we get to the knockouts, like that's what teams will do. They'll just be like, you know what, just ban the Claude. Like, or they'll, obviously they'll be playing towards it too. But I think maybe there's going to be more answers to deal with that Claude, to deal with those options as we get to the knockout stages. But even just having a pick like this, who I'm not even that surprised that it came from Aurora Gaming from Turkey to do this, right? To bring up the Harley, to bring up one of those unique picks that now could be one of the answers that even other teams end up using. Just like when we saw the Freya Gold originally picked up, some of the teams did that. So this is a good little variation in the meta that was setting up.
The person for me, unless we see a hot fix like what Munton did